You know, they're a little different, just it being summertime. I don't think it's much of a focus on systems here as it is during the year, but coach has been talking a lot about their 4 core principles of like Red Wing hockey, and that's been a real formative thing for me. Just talking about a lot of puck support in the defensive zone, how to angle guys off, stuff like that. So it's definitely a pretty big learning experience so far.
Yeah, big puck possession system team, isn't it?
Yeah, totally, and it definitely fits skilled players, but you can't just be skilled. You got to be able to compete, be hard on your stick. Like that was today's whole practice, was hard on your stick, winning battles, and that's something that even smaller guys, like you see Dotsuk's the best in the world at it. Like he loses the puck, he gets it right back. So they're just trying to teach us a little bit of that type of skill.
Tell me a little bit about your history. Obviously, I'd read that you were supposed to be a relatively high draft pick this year, but some setbacks and injury. Just talk about maybe the frustration of kind of falling in the draft and then ultimately not being drafted, yet coming here as a free agent.
Yeah, it was a very disappointing year for me. I expect a lot more of myself. Going to the year highly ranked and to see it slip away is obviously a very disappointing thing. But you know, I'm really happy to be here. I'm happy that Detroit wants to take a look at me, and I haven't lost confidence in myself throughout this. I know I had injuries and I had setback, a little bit of loss of confidence, but my goal is to come out here, impress Ken Holland and the rest of the staff, and try to do what I can to earn a contract.
What's next for you this summer?
I'm back home in St. Louis training. I got this week here, and then I'll head up to Saginaw training camp at the end of August, and then back here for the prospect tournament.
You'll play in the tournament?
Yeah.
That'll be another big step for you, I imagine, in your development.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. Be back for the Traverse City tournament, and then staying for training camp after. So I think that's going to be a great 2 weeks for me, just to be able to come in and play with those types of guys, and even get out there a few times with the NHL guys would be awesome.
How big is it now that you'll go back to Saginaw?
Yeah.
In being with the Wings organization, and they've seen you and they know about you, how important is it for you to still be in that backyard with them in Saginaw?
I think that's good. I know there's a lot of Detroit brass at a lot of our games. I've seen Yuri around the locker room, especially this year, and we had Patter on the team, so they were always down there talking to him. But I think it's good to be close in terms of geographically, just so they can keep an eye on me. And like I said, like my goal is to try and get signed by them at some point or another. So definitely the geography will hopefully help me with that.
What type of injury did you have?
I tore my rotator cuff on my left shoulder.
Did you have surgery? Or?
I had some injections done on it and rehab, and I missed about 5 or 6 weeks.
And then after you got that, you tried to play with it. Was it still 100%? Was it 100%, or were you still?
It was beforehand. So I got hurt at the All-American prospect game out in Pittsburgh, and I came back and I told my trainer like my shoulders bothered me, and they took a look at it and they said it's not really that big of a deal. And I played about 2 weeks with it, and it wasn't getting better. And eventually I went and saw a separate doctor who did the MRI and diagnosed the tear, and then just rehab from there. But once I came back, I was fine. I think I just struggled a lot with the timing, and as an offensive player who relies a lot on making seam passes and finding those lanes and just being that 1/10 of a second quicker and smarter, I think that really affected my game.
You know, Kyle Bond was talking about not being drafted and how you talked of the confidence that you still have to have. And you talked about there's still that possibility and there's still that goal of latching on as a free agent. Other guys, any of the guys here, Luke Glendening has been to this camp and have signed out of this camp. You still must have that drive. Let me start over. He talked about now that he wasn't drafted, he has the ability to kind of pick teams and find a fit. Do you look at it the same way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at it, now you're a free agent, and the way I don't think being a late round pick was going to give me that extra boost and make me a better player. Like I think I'm going to be the player I'm going to be at one point or another no matter what. So if I'm going to be good enough to sign a contract, I'm going to be good enough to do it whether I'm drafted or not.
Yeah, in some ways it's probably better to be a free agent than a 7th.
A little more options there, yeah.
Yeah, great. Thanks so much, Brian.
Yeah, thank you.